So you guys, I want you to meet Veronica. Hey guys, what is up? What's going on? It's Ashley and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, what I'm going to be doing is kind of like a chatty get ready with me. It's going to be a chit chat video, kind of like life update because I mean, do you see? I'm going to be talking about my engagement. I'm going to be giving you guys a rundown. I did announce it over on the gram and also Snap, so I thought it was only right that I did it over here on YouTube as well. So if you guys are excited, don't forget to press that subscribe button and also click that little bell so that you guys are notified anytime I upload a video, which is 2 times a week every single week. And without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and hop into the chatty get ready with me. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. So today's video is gonna be kind of like a chatty get ready with me. I haven't filmed one of these in a minute. I want to say the last time I did one was when I was back at my mom's place. So a lot of things have changed. I have a lot to update you guys on. First and foremost, the reason you guys clicked on this video, I'm engaged. So I just recently got engaged on January the 11th. So I've been keeping it a secret away from you guys for about a week, 2 weeks. I didn't announce it sooner because it's something that I wanted to enjoy for myself for a little bit before I announce it to the world. I told my closest friends and family, but I didn't announce it until recently on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. So a lot of you guys are probably shocked that I waited so long, but I feel like there's moments in my life that I want to keep personal, and that was definitely one of those really intimate moments. But first and foremost, I am going to go in and spray my face with a little bit of the Mario Badescu Herbs and Rose Water. Just gonna go ahead and give my face a little bit of hydration, kind of like a pick-me-up. So yeah, that happened. I'm engaged. What the fuck? I can't even like believe it. I can't even believe that I'm saying that out loud. Okay. In this video, I'm gonna be going back and forth between products and, you know, talking about my life and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go in with the complexion primer. This is by Urban Decay. It's their smoothing primer. I really love this, and I want to say my last get ready with me, I probably use this. I want to say I did, but I really like the way that this feels on the skin. But anyways, being engaged, it definitely feels different. I feel like I could just feel that something is on my hand, which is very different for me. I never wear jewelry or anything like that. You guys know my videos, I don't really wear like earrings or necklaces or rings for that matter, so I can definitely tell that there's something on my hand. So that's like a little bit different. The feeling that I get when I call him my fiance now is just like, it's just so different, and I just feel like I get like all these little butterflies in my stomach, or when I'm talking about it or I'm telling people about it. So it's definitely a different feeling, which I really love. I'm now going to go in with the Hydra Touch Oil Primer. This is by NYX. I hauled this in my Ulta haul, and I said it looked very similar to the Smashbox Primer Drop. So I'm just going to do about 2 drops. And then I'm just going to apply this all over, which is going to essentially create a really nice canvas for my foundation to lay on top of. I really like how this feels on my skin. I've been doing things a little bit differently with my brows. I've been going in with the Gimme Brow by Benefit. This is in their old packaging. Honestly, I have so many in the old packaging. It's probably like time to get rid of them. Oops, got a chunk. So what I like to do is I like to take this and just comb it through my brows. This is going to leave a tint behind the brows, so that way I don't have to overfill or overdraw them, which I really like. I just feel like it gives me a little bit more of a natural effect. Okay, so following that, I'm gonna go in with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Medium 1 Custard, and I'm actually gonna use this on a flat concealer brush, and I'm gonna use this to underline my brows. Now, I like to do this before I go in with a brow pencil to fill in some areas, just because I feel like it really carves out the brows, so that way I can see what areas I need to fill in and what areas I don't need to fill in. This really helps me out, so that way I don't overdraw my brows. Little quick tip. I'm gonna take some of that concealer and I'm just gonna buff it all over my eyelids. And as you can see, this really just gave me a general shape. I'm gonna go in with a brow pencil here in a second, and I'm gonna go ahead and define out like maybe the tail of the brow, like areas where I feel like need like a little bit more definition, but I'm definitely not gonna go overboard and like completely draw on my brows, even though I kinda did, but you guys know what I mean. I don't want them to be like super harsh. So I'm gonna take the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit, and I'm just gonna draw a line above the brow, and then I'm really gonna fill in the tail just a little bit. just like that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and brush it out so that way it's not as harsh at the top. Now that that's done, I'm just gonna go ahead and set down my lids with a bone colored shadow. So I'm just gonna use my face powder. This is the Hello Flawless face powder in the shade Honey. And I'm just gonna take that on a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna go ahead and set the entire lid. You guys already know the drill. You wanna make sure the shadow is all over the lid and it really just covers that concealer, so that way it's a nice thin base shadow for when we apply our other shadows. But I'm sure a lot of you guys want to know how it went down, how did he propose, all of that stuff. So he did propose here at the house. I'm actually going to use this guy right here. This is A Girl's Best Friend shadow palette by Too Faced. It has a bunch of really awesome colors that I want to play with in the video. So yeah, he did propose here at the house. I'm going to use Good Boy, that yellow shade, and I'm going to use it on a Sigma E40, and I'm just going to buff this into the crease. So fun fact, Bobbito isn't the type of guy to really draw much attention to himself. He's very reserved. He's very to himself. I'm that way as well. So he did it here at the house, and it was such a cute, intimate moment between the both of us, which I really loved and enjoyed. It was something I didn't see coming. It was very unexpected. It's crazy because my dad knew, and then my best friend Chrissy knew, Taco Bay. She knew before I did, so I felt like a lot of them were anticipating when exactly he was going to propose. It was his day off and we were hanging out all day. We were watching TV, we were running errands, and then he said, hey, I'll be right back. I have to go do something. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm working on the computer, I'm editing, you know, typical YouTube stuff. And then he comes home and then he asked me if I wanted a cup of coffee, and I was like, yeah. So, you know, he started fixing me a cup of coffee. He just bought me a Nespresso for Christmas, and I found it to be a little bit weird because Bobbito never ever fixes me coffee. Like, he doesn't. He never like really does things for me out of his own free will. It's more like, hey babe, can you make me a coffee type of thing. So he offered to pour my cup, and then I was like, all right. And then he comes over and then he goes, I have something for you. And I'm like, what do you have for me, you know? So then he pulls out this box and then he puts it on the table in front of me. And at first I'm like, what is this? And then I looked down and I saw that there was like kind of like a diamond on the box, like the shape of a diamond. And I was like, ugh. I was like super shook, and I was like, nah. I couldn't believe it because we've been together for so long, and obviously it's something that I have been anticipating over the years. So, you know, I didn't really take him seriously in that moment. I'm just like, nah, you know? So then he picks it up and then he opens it and then he gets on one knee and then he's like telling me this sappy story, which I'm not going to repeat because like I said, it was a very intimate moment. I got really emotional. I started to cry, and you know, he kind of laughed it off because I was getting emotional, and that's just the kind of people we are. We are just very goofy and we're just very not serious. So he started to laugh and then I started to laugh, and I was like, oh my God. And then he's like, the question is like, will you marry me? And I'm like, yes. So that's the engagement story. I mean, I thought it was pretty great. One thing I will say is that my nails were not done at all. You guys know, shoot, I be wearing press-ons all day, every day. My nails weren't done. They were like super duper crusty. And I was like, oh my God. He's like, all right, so now we have to go get your nails done. So we went and he took me to go get my hands and my feet done. And then we went to go tell my mom and dad. They were eating at Applebee's, and I walked in. I told my mom and dad. My mom's screaming in the restaurant. My dad started to get emotional. He started to cry. And it was just such a beautiful moment. And it's honestly a day I'll never, ever forget. I'm going to go in with a little bit of this shade right here called Love is Love on a Sigma E25. And I'm just going to pop this into the crease, kind of like creating more of like a sunset. That's what we're going for. Like, honestly, no lie, guys, as soon as I got engaged, the first question was, when's the wedding? And I'm like, I just got engaged. Can I enjoy being engaged for a few minutes? Like, you know, so we haven't set a date. It's not even something that has been discussed. Meanwhile, I'm over here like looking at Pinterest boards and like planning my whole wedding. But we haven't discussed a date because, as you guys know, in my last Chit Chat Get Ready With Me, I did let you guys know that I wanted to buy a house. We decided to move into an apartment just because it was just a lot more efficient for me and for him. I was driving back and forth from his mom's to my mom's to film, and it was just a lot. So we moved into an apartment for about 9 months, and hopefully after these 9 months we will be in a position where we are able to purchase our home. So I definitely want to do that before I decide that I want to have a grand old wedding, because I'm not really sure how it's going to play out. So that's definitely what I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to meet with my accountant within the next few days, and hopefully we can figure out what to do as far as, you know, getting a house and things like that. I know in my last chit chat, I said I wanted to move to Texas. I don't think that we are gonna end up moving to Texas, just because I do wanna be closer to my family. So we may even just get a house here in this area, and then if we do decide to move later on down the road, we can eventually rent that out. But I'm really, really excited. I have no words. Let me just say, this palette is gorgeous, and I really, really love this color, like blended and buffed into the crease. I love that I'm also keeping it low and I'm not taking it super duper high. I find that when I do eyeshadow tutorials, I do tend to take my shadows really, really high. So I am trying to keep this a little bit in the crease and more so like on the outer V. That's what we doing. The next shade I'm going to take in the palette is this one right here called Daddy Loves Me, which is a little bit deeper than Love is Love. I'm actually going to use that same Sigma E25, and I'm going to place her right here towards the outer V. And I'm gonna try to keep her low as well. I don't wanna take her too high in the crease. I noticed my lights, they were a little bit bright, but I'm gonna go in with some concealer. And this is just a flat concealer brush by Revlon. I'm gonna use this, and I'm just gonna cut my crease just a little bit. And I'm not gonna take it all the way. I'm just gonna cut the crease about halfway. Then I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna buff out this concealer right here. I just realized my camera wasn't recording when I put on my lid color, but I pretty much just took Lucky Clover, so this light green shade right here, and I took a flat shader brush by Smashbox, and I just kind of just packed it directly over top of that concealer. As you can see, she's super pretty, super pigmented. I'm here for her. I do need to go in with a little bit more of a precise brush so that way I can get sharper? So that way I can get a sharper edge right here. I think for the most part, I told you guys everything as it relates to my engagement. Like I said, there is no set wedding date as of right now, but as soon as I come up with one, I will definitely let you guys know about it. I also plan on doing kind of like a wedding series on my channel. I do essentially want to kind of like DIY my whole wedding, just because that's just me, that's just who I am. I love being crafty and I love being creative and I love making things. So I probably will DIY a lot of stuff for my wedding. So I don't know if you guys would like to see that on this channel or over on my vlog channel. So let me know in the comments down below. In order to make this more of a seamless transition, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the shade called Wet Kisses. Ooh, right here. Wet Kisses right there. And I'm gonna take her on a flat shader brush and I'm gonna pop her right in between that maroon shade and that green shade for more of a seamless transition. Okay, all right, I'll see you, okay. Right now, I'm gonna go in with some face product just because I kind of want to clean up this situation right here. So I'm gonna use this guy. This is my first time ever using it, but I have heard everyone rave about this thing. Ooh. This is the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. It's infused with peach and sweet big cream, oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, and photo friendly. So I'm gonna give her a little bit of a pump on the back of my hand. So, ooh, she's super duper liquidy, but I'm not opposed to that. I'm actually gonna take her on my finger and I'm just going to dot her all over. She's looking a little dark, but I'm hoping I can make her work. If not, she will come off. You guys know how that goes. I'm gonna spray my EcoTools sponge with a little bit of the Lavender Fix Plus by MAC. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and pick some up on the butt and I'm gonna buff it out. This does have really good coverage to it. I also wanted to update you guys about my new filming schedule. I will now be uploading 3 videos a week every single week. And I know you guys are probably like, stop playing. You can't even really stick to your filming schedule now, but big news is that Babito is going to be leaving his job pretty soon. And we're gonna be working together full time to create more content. So that means I'll just have more hands, which means more videos. So I'm really excited. I'm nervous, but I'm really, really excited. It's a step we've been wanting to take for a really, really long time. And I just feel like now's the perfect time. Like, you might as well just take that leap of faith, see what happens. I do really, really like how natural this is on the skin. Like, it looks beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. You do have to kind of build it up. So this side I have 2 layers of product, and then on the side I just have 1. As you can see, like, my blemishes and stuff are definitely peeking through. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer, and I'm going to use this to kind of cover up my blemishes. So I'm gonna work it up on my finger just because it is a little bit dry in the pan. You just kind of have to work up the concealer, and then I'm just gonna pop it directly over top of these blemishes. Then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend out the concealer without moving it. I still want it to stay in place. Now, speaking of acne, as you guys may know, I did schedule to see a dermatologist and they prescribed me with some acne medication. Tell me why the acne medication still hasn't gotten here. It's been like 2 weeks. I had to call it in by mail just because I am self-pay. Ooh, that was a lot of saliva. I had to call it in by the phone because I am self-pay and it still hasn't gotten here yet. So I had to call them and they were like, oh, the person never pressed submit. So I'm like, you're telling me I've been waiting 2 weeks for this acne medication, thinking that it was coming and no one ever processed my payment? You know, it was just very inconvenient. They did say that they were gonna overnight it to me. Ooh. They did say that they were going to overnight it to me, so hopefully I'll have that soon and all of, you know, the blemishes and stuff can finally go away because I'm just over it at this point. I really am. Acne sucks. It makes you feel not pretty when you don't have makeup on. But I'm going to go in with a concealer. This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I have mine right here. This one is in the shade. What shade are you in? I have no clue. Where does it say it? Porcelain. Definitely not porcelain, but we're gonna make her work since my foundation is hella dark. So I'm gonna take her. Ooh, ooh. Oh my God, Ashley, what the hell? Still gonna make her work. So obviously this is too light, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna go in with this blurring concealer brush. Oh no, this is a setting brush by Real Techniques, but I'm actually gonna use her to buff out the concealer underneath my eyes. This is really just gonna brighten things up, huh? I'm going to do a little bit of setting with this guy. This is my first time using it. This is the Mattifying Loose Setting Powder infused with peaches and sweet fig cream. I'm excited. Dang, I like that. Do you guys see? Do you see? Do you see? I'm nervous. She's a little light. I'm also going to take her along the sides of my nose right here and here. Oh my God, guys, this smells so good. I almost want to eat it. For the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Hello Flawless Face Powder. This one is by Benefit. I use this one so much. Do you guys see how much I use? Like, I use this so much. And I'm just going to use this brush right here. This is by Wet n Wild. And I'm just going to go ahead and set down the rest of my face. You know what I just noticed? I noticed that I never showed you guys like an up close shot at the ring. So I definitely need to do that. I'm just going to brush the rest of this powder away from underneath my eyes. I don't really like to let it sit there that long. So I'm just gonna dust her off and just continue to set. But this is what my ring looks like for those of you guys who kind of want it like an up close view. She is an oval halo. I love that the band isn't super duper thick. That was something I was really concerned about, which reminds me also, me and Babito went ring shopping one time out of the 8 years we've been together a year ago. And I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, well, you saw it coming. And not so much. I feel like he took me ring shopping because my best friend Taco Bay had just got engaged, and that's all I was talking about, is that she got engaged and I was so happy for her. And he's like, well, why don't we just go look at rings? So then we just randomly got up and we looked at rings, but I really didn't get my hopes up just because I know him like the back of my hand. I was just like, he's not gonna do it. But Lord behold, a year later, I'm engaged. So I'm gonna finish off my lower lash line. I'm gonna kind of duplicate exactly what I did on the outer corners on the very lower lash line. I'm really just gonna pack her on, and I'm gonna leave the inner corner bare for now. And I'm just gonna do the same thing right over here. I'm now gonna pick up this shade right here called Spoiled, which is a beautiful teal color. And I'm gonna pop her on the very inner part of the eye. I think I need to spray her because I'm getting like a lot of fallout, like a lot. So I'm gonna pick up Spoiled and I'm gonna spray her with a little bit of Fix Plus. And I'm gonna pop her right in here. I'm kind of feeling like I want to play a little bit with the shade called Good Boy. Am I gonna jack this up? I don't know, but I'm gonna pop it right here towards the lash line to kind of like add some definition. I'm gonna add like a little bit at a time though. Now I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of mascara. This is the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal, which is one of my all-time faves. And I'm just going to coat my lashes. And then I'm gonna pop on falsies. The falsies I will be using are the New Balsam Bella Bay lashes. I'm like super duper obsessed with these. Now I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of the Heavy Metal Glitter. Might as well go all out, right? Because my eyes are super freaking colorful. This one right here is in the shade Distortion. And what I'm actually gonna do with this is I'm just going to apply it right here. So I also really wanted to ask you guys, do you want me to stick to just doing vlogs on my vlog channel? I know I haven't vlogged over there in a minute, but I do want to start vlogging again. Do you guys just want me to do that on my vlogging channel, or would you guys like it if I did more like weekly vlogs where I kind of vlog throughout the week and then I kind of put it all in one video and then upload that like on a Sunday? So let me know. It's definitely a thought that's been running through my mind, but I wanted to obviously know your opinion. I'm gonna also take this highlight and I'm just gonna pop it right here in the inner corner to draw forth light. I have a bunch of these lip products right here. These are actually by Bobbi Brown. They sent these to me a while ago and they've just been sitting in my collection. I do want to kind of give them a whirl, give them a go. So I do think I'm gonna go in with this one, which is called Bear. Look at the packaging on this. It is so freaking beautiful. And these do retail for $29 each. I don't know if this is gonna be too warm tone. Ooh, pretty. I'm gonna mix a little bit of the shade right here called Baby, which is a light pink. All right, you guys, so that was pretty much it for my chatty get ready with me. I ran out of things to talk about towards the end, which is why we kind of like just kept going with the makeup. But that was my little life update. I am in a new apartment. I'm engaged. I'm gonna be planning a wedding. I may or may not do a wedding series on this channel. You guys obviously have to let me know. Also, let me know if you guys want me to bring vlogs over to this channel, like one vlog a week, or maybe I'll do like a monthly vlog. It really all depends on what you guys want, of course. I have no idea when the wedding's gonna be. Said that in the video. And when I decide on wedding colors and all these other things, I'll definitely keep you guys posted and updated. I do want to do more of these chatty get ready with me's just to kind of keep us all on the same page in 2018. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. I'm so incredibly happy to take you guys on this journey with me. You have no idea. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all in the next one. Deuces.